Hi everyone, this is Nikki and I just want to share with you a flip through of my completed December album. It's not obviously got the photos in yet because it's still only middle of November, but I have completed all my foundation pages and I wanted to show you a flip through. So this is my December album. This is the front cover. This is a I believe a Cartabella or Echo Park 6x8 album. Unfortunately mine was damaged, so this middle section here had a big crease mark in it. So I have planned my front cover, or designed my front cover, if you like, my decorations on that basis in order to cover that up. So you know, no mistakes, only opportunities, right? So when we have a problem, we can use that to our advantage. So that's what I have done here. So this whole album, apart from the actual album itself, has been made with the GoGo Cropaway December Album kit. We have got these fabulous perspectives from Bramble Fox. We've got this title here, we have the word December as well, and then we have numbers 1 through 31. So that is my front cover. And then inside here you can see that I've had to do some decoration on the inside cover as well, and that's for the same reason, because this crease appeared all the way down this middle section here. So I have just added some chipboard and a snowman, and obviously I've got my ribbon that went all the way around my my album there. So that's what I've done there. Obviously people will not necessarily want to copy what I've done there. I had to do it because I had the damage. So okay, moving on, I wanted to include a calendar, and that there is printed and stuck on the front cover. There's the other December from Bramble Fox. I've used some gold thread to stitch around and added 2019 down here, even though I have December 2019 on my front cover. I thought I would include it here too. I will probably decorate these. I'm not going to write anything in them, but I'll probably put a few stars here and there in some of the boxes. So this is page 1, lots of open space, perspective number there, just stickers. Then I have included, I made these tags, and I've got one for every member of the family except myself, but I'll probably add myself later. The idea is that people will fill these in. Obviously Theo is only 1, so he won't be able to fill it in, but I'm sure Sophie will fill it in for him. And the idea I got from Ali Edwards to have other people's voices in your album, so it'll be quite nice. I normally include colouring and things, but I thought I would put a series of questions. I've got name, age, currently into, most wanted gift, and best memory of the last year, so I'm sure Sophie will fill that in for him. And I wanted to have lots of different sized things in my album this time, so I've pulled this from the middle of a sheet of paper, and then that will give me a good sheet area for journaling on the back there. This is page 2. I did take a lot of inspiration from other people this year. Normally I really do my own thing, but I had gone through, I've done this several times before, this type of album, and I just decided to take inspiration from some other people as well this year. So I'm going to go for some full page photos, which is not something I usually do except on day 25. I'm going to put lots of them throughout my album this year. So this page is just completely blank, waiting for day 3. And then this little card here relates to this photo that will be here. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to write some journaling onto here as well. I also have the back of this card. This is day 4. You can see there I have vellum in these pockets, and this lifts up here. That's a vellum overlay there, I've got some pattern paper in here at the moment, but I have a note to say that's going to be a day 4 photo. Whether or not it will be full-sized or smaller, I'm not quite sure yet. Then we have day 5. This is obviously the reverse of this pocket page, so I had to decorate the backs of those 2 pieces of vellum. Of course they're see-through, in the same way. So that's there. That will be a photo for day 5. There's Max's tag. Then we have day 6, lots and lots of space in there. I left my star poking at the top of my album because I wanted things to poke out of the top as well. And then we have day 7. Day 7 for me is going to be the Christmas fair. So therefore I'm going to have a ton of photos, and I decided to make this page a bigger page so that I could fit more photos in. Other than my front cover, effectively, I haven't done much. So I have just designed this kind of interactive page insert that opens out. So it opens out like this, so I have 2 pages there. And it also opens this way too, so I have this page and this page too. So the rest of this is just blank. And I will fill that in and decorate as I wish, depending on which photos I've got. I'll probably include some large photos as well, and then some space for journaling too. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to cover up the washi tape where I've stitched through, or what, not quite sure yet. So anyway, we will approach that at the time. Obviously this is, this star here is part of this day, number 7, and this is just, I just like the way this looked, and I could probably write some journaling on here too. Then over here we've got page 8, and that relates to this page here. Then day 9 will be a full page photo. I have transparency in here with number 9, that relates to day 9. Not quite sure what to do about the back. Then I have got this tag. Now this is non-day specific, so I could put this wherever I want to. So I have a large tag, tied it through with 2 more tags. I could write on those, it could just be for decoration. I've got space for photos, and I've got space for journaling and photos too. So moving on to day 10, I thought I'd like this circle design. I thought I would put my photo there. So yep, did a little bit of stitching around there too, and some embossing, dry embossing. Day 11 will be a full page photo. There is Sophie's tag. Then I've made this vellum insert or divider with the big word December on there, and then I heat embossed Christmas trees all over the background and used my border punch down the side. Nothing on the back as yet, still not quite sure what to do about that, if anything. Day 12 is, we have 2 tags, so they're in this pocket here, which is a vellum pocket. 2 tags there, or not tags, but 2 page inserts. And of course I can write on the back as well, or use the space to add more photos. Day 13 is pretty straightforward. I have this tag, which is just for decoration really. I could do some extra writing on there, but this page in particular relates to this page here. So day 14 is the day that we are planning our trip to Florida. It's the day we go to Florida this year. So therefore off we go, it relates to that. And I never have good photos of us on the plane. It's a really rubbish day normally because we spend 10 hours on the flight and many more hours at the airport. So I thought I would use these spaces to write 5 things that happened on that day. You know, there's bound to be some disasters and some stories there, so that's what I'm going to use that page for. Whether I will include a photo there, I'm not sure, but I definitely could do somewhere. Day 15 and day 16 I've left as full page photos, so they're just completely blank, and then I've made some little twiddly bits. They aren't stuck, so I can then just add those to my photos when I get them. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do about journaling. I could write on here, or I could actually journal directly onto my photo, depending on the subject of my photo. There we go. Now, page 17, I did some punching, Ben's tag. Then day 18, I've done some punching with the scallop border punch, and I've used the same pattern paper there as I have there, so they look really nice together. Day 19, more circles, again a space for my photo. Not entirely sure what to do about journaling. I have this insert tag, which is just 2 journaling cards from the cut apart sheet with a little tab on the side, and I've stitched a border onto it in white. Great for journaling on the back here. Not sure about this bit here or here, so we'll see kind of what happens there. Then day 20, I have got another vellum overlay, and inside here I have space for 2 photos, and then I just have 2 journaling cards at the bottom that I have stitched round and decorated obviously, and that's day 20, so 19, 20, and this could relate to page 20 as well. Then we have page 21 or day 21. Again, this is the reverse of this side, so this is a even though it looks like a 6x4 and 2 3x4s, it's actually, oh, better stick that back on. It's actually 4 pockets, all 3x4s. So this is the back of that. This word joy is stuck directly onto the page protector because of course the photos and things go in from the back. So I can actually decorate the whole of the front of this page protector and nothing will be affected in terms of getting your photos in. So I'm planning a photo there and there for day 21. Day 22, full page photo, and again I've done a little twiddly bit there. Now, day 23, this is definitely something I took inspiration from over on the Ali Edwards December Daily group. She had done something with hexagons and had made a little pretty design. I think it was in the middle, or maybe it was her, or maybe it was a contributor, I'm not quite sure. But I saw a number of people had done this with a different design, and I just love these circles with the folded edges. So I did the entire sheet in white, just punched all the circles and used a template to fold all them round, stuck them all onto a background sheet, and I've just nestled in my day 23 in there. So I'm not quite sure what I'll do with this page. I might put a photo up here or be able to, and I can definitely write my journaling onto the white. We have another transparency here. This is the night before Christmas, all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Obviously that is for Christmas Eve, which this is day 24. So lots of space on there. Now this is day 25. This is going to be a full page photo, and I've done a big twiddly bit here at the bottom. Then I have another transparency here, and I've cut the number 25 and stuck it onto the transparency and just added a little bit of decoration. So that's just like an insert. And then I'm not entirely sure what to do with the back. I've added a few bits, but you can still see my tape through the transparency, so I need to think about that in a bit more detail. So this is still page 25. So I always do a double spread for Christmas Day. So day 25, my large photo will go there. And then here, I just love this phrase, get your merry on. And I've got space for journaling, and I could even add another photo at the top here, or even possibly 2. Day 26 will be a full page. I've also made this cool little insert with the pom-pom trim. I'll probably go through the album and add some more pom-pom trim here and there because I love it. But not everybody will want to do so. But I've made this half circle piece here and decorated that. So 26, this relates to here, and then I can write my journaling on there. And then this side, it's a pretty full album. This side is page 27 and will relate to this full page photo here. Then we move on to day 28. And that is a pocket, so I haven't made cards to go inside it, but I figured a photo could go in there or some journaling cards, but that is a pocket under there. Then we have day 29, and then I have a space for a photo or journaling here, and then I have this little lift up pocket here, and I can add photo and journaling, or the other way around. So this is a piece of pattern paper which I didn't really like, and I've added vellum over the top of it to dull it down a bit, and then just created a journaling card really for there. 29. Day 30 is space for a photo here, and 2 journaling cards, nice and straightforward. And day 31, we are at the end, and then I've got lots of space here for a photo. And then finally I have my back cover, and it says fun in the snow. Well, I'm in Florida, so I've crossed it out using thread on my sewing machine, and I've written sun instead. So I've just used the thickers to add those, and added some chipboard, and I could write on here if I wanted to, but normally my back page is just a plain back page. I might write the date or something like that, but or see you next year, something like that. But there you go, that's it. So I wonder how many people will get this complete on Saturday. It's definitely taken me more than 12 hours. But yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see those of you who will be at the Christmas crop on Saturday for some festive fun. Bye.